Hello guys, welcome back to another Snowy Matthew tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be learning how to make jackets slash coats in Blender. So I already made a tutorial on how to make 3D clothes, but a lot of people are asking me just a little more complex questions. So basically what we're going to do is actually make the 3D clothes, which I'm just going to go over quickly. So if you want it in more detail and you need to go slower, then you can watch my other video on how to do it. But I'm just gonna quickly go through it so we can get to the coat part. So what you're gonna do is click on the head in the rig that's in the description, and go to plus and sculpting, and then go to shading. And then you're gonna want to come down here and click on this little folder and get your decal or texture for your character. So we're just going to use Tundra in this because he has a robe in it. And we're just going to want to hide the head by clicking on it and clicking H. And we're also going to hide the torso. So we're just going to move on to his arms. So you see there's two layers of clothing, his robe and his Demon Slayer outfit thing. But yeah, so we're going to hit Shift D to duplicate and click. And then we're going to right click, go to Set Origin and Origin to Geometry. Then we're going to hit S and extrude it a little bit, so it's a little bigger, and then we're going to go into edit mode by clicking tab. So it's going to be a little messed up, but we'll fix that after. But for this part, since it's underneath the messed up part, we don't need to do that. So we're going to use the knife tool and click on all the edges. And you cannot like click here in the middle of an edge because it won't it'll mess up your entire thing. So make sure you go edge to edge to edge. Then you're going to want to go to select box, and so once you cut that out, you're going to want to go to select tool and hit the box, and you're going to want to hold shift and click on or drag on all of the skin parts like his hand. Then you're going to hit X and go to faces, and you just deleted the faces. And then we're going to do the robe as well. So we're going to duplicate this top part and extrude it a little bit. Now we're going to go into edit mode, but it's messed up. So we're going to bring up this tab and go to the green triangle and go to the little square here. Once you click that, it should redo it and be all better. And then we're just going to do the same thing, but click on different parts because he has a different shape to his. And then hit enter, and then it's going to be messed up again. Just hit tab twice, and then you can go in and delete your stuff. And there you go. That's basically that part. And I'm just gonna do one leg, one arm, and the torso with you, because then you can just copy it on the other ones. So we're just gonna hide the other leg and go onto this leg, and we're not gonna get this green part because you'll see after. But we're going to duplicate this and do the same thing and go back into edit mode, and it's going to be messed up as well. So click on the little square again and go back to the knife tool, and then we're just going to want to do the exact same thing until we just cut out his shoes. We're not going to cut out anything else. So now we can delete his shoes, so it actually looks like he has pants, 3D pants. And yeah, and now what we're going to want to do is click on one of them, and we're going to, actually no, let's do the torso first. So we can, to unhide all, you just click on a body part and hit Alt H to unhide everything. And then, so we're going to click on the torso and duplicate it and do the same thing. And the thing with torsos is you don't need to go edge to edge, so you can just go anywhere you want. So we can just make a ton of vertices, and we're going to delete the neck on the first layer. Then we're going to want to make another one, and we're going to want to delete the black suit. So we're just going to go around and make sure you even get the bottom of the suit. so it won't look as blocky when we render it. So like down here and stuff. Alright, and then now we're just going to delete this part. And there you go. So once you have all of that, what we're going to do is click on the outside of this part. And we're going to go to Add Modifier, or the Modifier Properties. We're going to delete the subsurface, go to Add Modifier and Subdivision. And then we're going to change both of them to 4. Then we're going to add a Displace and hit New, and then go to the Show Texture and Texture tab. And then we're going to open, and what you're going to want to do is just download the folds texture in the description. And it should come out looking like this. And then we're going to go back to the modifier properties and click on local and go to object. And then click on the strength and put it to 0.2. So that makes it kind of like that 3D clothish. And we're going to want to do it with the black layer below. You don't want to do it with the skin, but you do want to do it with the clothes that you've made. So just do the exact same thing. Go to displace, new, switch it, and go back to folds. And then for this one, you might not want to do 0.2 because you don't want it overlapping. You might want to do 0.15 because you want this one on top. So now we got that part. To make the actual coat, we're going to want to, the reason that I had you guys not do the leg parts was because we're going to extrude this part to the legs. So click on your outer one, which should be this one. So click on your outer one, and yeah, that should be this one. And make sure it's this one. You can just move it around. And we're going to want to go back into edit mode and delete this bottom layer. So like just like that, it should be kind of a circle. Yeah, so we're going to go into tab or edit mode, and we're going to go on the select box, and we're going to hit this little X-ray thing, and that'll be able to, we can select through it. So we're going to select basically the entire bottom layer, or you can go around selecting these layers. So let's try both. But yeah, so we're going to take that, and we can use the move tool to just move it. It's going to be a little bit stretched, but there's two ways to do this. You can either have it a little bit stretched at the bottom, or you can basically just take this whole part and go to scale, and then go it up like that, and then move it down. So that'll basically make the coat part for you, but we just don't want it to be straight because maybe he's like running fast, so it's going to be behind him and stuff. So you can kind of just play, I'm going to show you the basics, but you can just play around with this. So we're going to go back into the X-ray and select all of this, and we're not going to select the front ones, just the back ones. And we can move it like this and rotate like upwards, and you kind of get the coat part. If you want to go to the side, select the side ones, maybe like that, and flick it up. It's just, it all depends on what you're doing. So that's basically how you make the coat style of it, which is really easy. If you've already watched the 3D clothes tutorial, you can just skip to a point that I'll put. But yeah, this is basically just the end of it. And if you want to put like some outlines like up here, like if they're really buff, you can like extrude this, and you can extrude other parts to make, if they're like skinnier or something, or if you just want to make more details, you can always do that too. Yeah, that's basically how you make the coats for 3D clothes. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Finally did it after a long time of people asking. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. Almost at 60 members, which is amazing. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. Just hit 170 subs, which is amazing at the time of recording this. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great day.